cool. Ducot, all the little bits for the pigeons to roost in both sides. So that'll all be nesting in pairs, tends to be a kind of fly-in at the top. So welcome back. We're down on a bit of the coastal path. We've not been down at the coast for ages, and the weather's looking sort of relatively mild. Oh, they've opened up a bit of the path there. So we're going to go and explore those kind of sort of rocks there, but I'll probably come back that way in the morning. Sea's looking nice. We're going to go along this way. So a wee coastal overnight in the tent with the wee one. We've got a little bit of a fire. Hopefully we'll get some firewood along there. So we're going to crack on because we're running late as per. But nice to get out, and the weather's pretty mild, but I've got all the it'll be cold overnight. We're just going to take our time. She's still on her lead. This is all new from last year. They must be maybe developing this part of the path. We'll see how it goes along this way because it was never that developed. So nice. It's a bit hairy. Don't know if you're picking that up in the camera. A bit of a kind of haar coming in, but nice all the same. It's Easter weekend, so happy Easter everyone. I'm not sure if we'll get company along here, or I'm not too sure, so we'll make it work whatever happens. So welcome, thanks again for tuning in. That's kind of roughly where we're going to be camping tonight, but the path's been opened up since we were last here. So we've passed 2 or 3 dog walkers. There's a couple coming along here. There's a big ugly fire mess on the beach, so it's not quite as pristine as it was last year. And they must have a dog, so I can hear them got a dog whistle. But that's okay. I'm going to scout about and get some wood, but again, I don't know, it looks like a couple of folk have been down. There's not much kicking about. So we've got the gas, so if all else fails we can get the gas, but I'm just going to have a walk along, let this couple pass, and it's a little bit of the beach that we know well. There should be enough wood. We're going to put the tent up just by. This is an old lifeboat house, apparently. I was speaking to somebody who lives down here, and there's signs in the stone of the kind of cleats where they used to tie the lifeboats. This would have been rowed by probably teams of 8, probably all men, don't know, could have been women. But out into the kind of Forth estuary, pretty hairy stuff if you were going out in a lifeboat. So I'm going to gather some wood and just settle. So nice, absolutely stunning. It's a wee bit hairy. You can see some of the kind of sort of wee bit of the kind of mist coming in, but beautiful. It's about 5, so we've got plenty of time just to kind of chill. Nice bit of sun. Beautiful. The other way up that other path, that's good. Nice. Yeah. Waiting up there. back on the beach with this little guy, Audrey. She's always kind of like busy exploring, and she doesn't seem to get too slippy. I guess she's got four paw drive. The kind of I'm going to get some water for her, because sometimes when she's thirsty she ends up drinking salt water, which isn't the best. I'll go and get a wee cup of water for her just now. I was going to maybe fly the drone. I brought the drone. I can't even remember how to do it. It's like I'm looking for these lifeboat cleats on, I don't know, in fact it wouldn't be this section, it'll be over there. I'm going to get her some water. Nice, all beautiful shells, and the sand, the sea's looking inviting. I don't know if I'll have a swim here tomorrow or go back up to St Andrews into the sea pool. Either or, Baltic, but nice. Oh, nice way to end Easter. Hopefully won't get any disturbances tonight, but you never know. I'm not too bothered. This is the old lifeboat house. And this path's all been open, so last year I camped right here. Probably do the same, but the path's been developed, so this part of the coastal path was never really used, and I thought I had a real little find, but no, we're going to go down here and see if we can see any of these cleats. I've just tidied up that really big, ugly, I'll kick it more. A wee bit of light rain will take that ash away. I'm going to have a little fire down here, closer to the sea. It'll be easier to get rid of in the morning. It's going to be small. I've made a wee pile. I probably won't use any more than that. Just enough to cook a few lamb chops and boil some water. So I got this little grill from Amazon ages ago. Okay, I see you. I see you. It's a kind of alloy. Alright, down you go. It's an alloy thing. You want up? Come on. She's wanting in with action. Okay. I know. She's having a good time. She's down at the beach with her dad, aren't you? Okay, down you go. So this thing, I think it was like a £5, if not less, right? And it comes in this little alloy tube, and it's basically two sides of a grill like this, and then all the components are inside here, and you screw it all on. So I'm going to just find a bit of dry stone to put it all on. I've never rigged it up, so it's pretty straightforward, and it basically just sits over the fire, so it'll give me a wee grill to cook my lamb chops on. I'll talk you through some of the components. You get, I can't remember, I had a quick squint of the instructions, and I can't remember what you put in first. Right, so you connect these short little grill legs. So that's how high you're going to be off, so I can maybe get some bricks to raise it higher if necessary. So these are just the legs, and then let's see, it goes through that, and I'll just make sure if you're getting that, turn it in that way. So little hole, and then a little slot. Little hole, little slot. It's actually going to be a good size little grill. Voila. Neat as. So holes on one side, slot on the other. And I could get some bricks to raise it if it's going to be too low. Bricks from the beach. And I think what I'll do is I'll just kind of make a little bed of thicker but quite wet stuff like that. So it tends to kind of take quite a while to kind of burn, and then just kind of set a wee fire on top of that. It's quite damp. The good thing about the little fire lighter is it gives it a couple of minutes just to sort of really help if wood's a bit damp. They're little wooden sort of waste wood that's just been sort of soaked in a wee bit of wax. We're on the lamb chops that were reduced in Tesco. Let's get them on. If there's any spare, then Audrey can get some. Oh, look at that. Wasn't expecting that tonight. Stunning. Cheers. Me. Watching. That is simple, straight off the fire. Just knocking out a little limb. Uncle Ben's rice as well. That's one of the old lifeboat tie-off points. So the lifeboats you can see pointing down this way coming out, and you know, quite a natural. What are you doing? Okay, well, okay. She's working. So this kind of natural kind of rock. There you go. This was really good, by the way. Before I give it a clean, it's relatively lightweight. These will be stainless, and these are alloy, so it's not matte, but really quite rigid. And look what it packs into this bigger tube. So in terms of kind of weight and size and rigidity and strength, I'm pretty impressed with that for under £5 UK. That's what I'm talking about. And you saw how well, and I had it quite raised up. You know, you could have a low fire coals. Most of it will go into this one, and that's why I brought the poly bags. It's all going to get a bit, but yeah, I'm impressed by that. Amazon. That's about, put that light across there. That's about 10. So that's been really nice, that little fire. I'm just going to kind of open it up a little bit. There's nothing to burn around here anyway, so not quite signed off yet. It's dark, it's getting colder. There's going to be a bit of a kind of full moon up there. I was just trying to get through, but it's been nice sort of sending a couple of emails and stuff. And Mia had a surprise birthday trip to St Andrews, so well done Ems for organising that with Zara and Ruby and Nikki and Jessica. A big surprise kind of sort of Nando's, so oh, I'm so blessed. So I'm going to just open up the fire a little bit. I've brushed my teeth, she's tucked up. That moon's going to be stunning tonight if it comes out, so really nice. I haven't signed out yet. I'll sign out once we're in the cozied up. So right guys, that's us. It's about 10. She's all spooned. She's got like jumper on, my coat. I'll put my Mountain Warehouse hoodie over her. I'm on my usual tinfoil thermarest, Neo Air, and my Rab, and I've just got a t-shirt on. It's pretty mild. I'm expecting some condensation tonight because it's super mild outside, and I think the wind's going to die down even more. So really nice night though. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. So we'll just catch you in the morning. Night night. That's about 6:15. Bit of sun's coming up. Not a bad night. Tide came quite. Woke up a few times really noisy. The sea seems to come reasonably close, but it wasn't. I had a look out. It wasn't sort of close, but just really quite a lot of noise. But not a bad sleep, and no condensation. I had the vents quite opened up last night, so some good ventilation in the tent. She's been her usual, so a slow start. We're going to get a coffee on. A good feature of the sleeping bag is it's got a double zip, so during the night, if you're warm, you can vent it. the tide comes up to, so it's, you know, that line of seaweed. So the sound just sounds like it's kind of like, I mean, I don't think it's, you know, it doesn't get that high, but at night when you wake up, you're like, wow, what's going on? Oh, stunning. As you can see, the minute I managed to work out how to fly the drone, this haar's come in. So I'm just going to get my coffee on, keep cosy. She's going to have her breakfast. You get one at both ends, so it's a decent, you know, at this down the coast you'll get some breeze coming through this way, and you can open up the, if it's not going to rain, you can open this up. You can actually open up, you can pin that up like that as well on each side, and then you've got so you've got 2 vents, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just to sort of tackle. And the good thing about having these two, you know, if it's not going to rain, you'll get a bit of movement of air across this way, and also some movement in air across that way in the tent. And then again, this, you can zip that right up this way as well. That kind of goes up, so you have a big vent here. Obviously if it's raining you need to keep these ones a bit more closed, but that's us. Just leaving a little flat bit of grass. I've tidied up somebody else's big fire pit, and where I had our little fire last night, the tide had come up actually that high and moved a couple, so it left absolutely no trace. Ancient sort of rock formation. You can go up this bit. Step kind of, that's where the rope's tied off, so you're just going to come up to that bit. Alright, so you must be able to scramble to the top. I'm not going to kind of attempt that, especially with Audrey. Go on, back way. Go. She's right at my heels. Right. Right, up here. That's us both. that's not a bad little point in the video to end. So thanks again for joining me and Audrey. Just a little solo overnighter down by the coast, just what the doctor ordered. Thanks again for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed that. And yeah, not sure what's planned over the next kind of sort of few weeks, but we'll certainly be trying to get out and about a little bit. If you've got any suggestions for to do anything different, I haven't been in the hammock for ages. I haven't done a hammock overnight. Just found it quite uncomfortable with the dog being inside the hammock. So kind of didn't really kind of do much of that over the winter. So maybe a hammock camp, or I don't know, up a bigger hill. Make a suggestion in the comments and I'll see what we can do. So from me and from this little one, hope everyone's taking care out there, keeping well, getting into the big outdoors. We'll catch you in the next trip. Take care. Thought I'd signed off, but I was passing St Andrew's Castle and thought it'd be rude not to go in for a little sea swim. It's always, I was in here a couple of weeks ago and it was freezing. Proper sort of winter. But we'll have a quick couple of lengths. Nice. Oh, cold, fresh. That's I'm going to go back and I'm just going to switch off the camera just now. I'll probably stick on the end, so whoever stayed about right to the end gets to see my sea dip. Mid-April, probably about 4 degrees roughly. Nice. Hope everyone's having a good Easter, because that's how you start it.